And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Former President Donald Trump says he's been targeted in a second assassination attempt, and we all heard about it over the weekend. Tonight, the FBI is leading that investigation. New body camera video shows the moments the suspect, 58-year-old Ryan Roth, was arrested. The FBI says Trump was golfing at his resort in Florida Sunday when Secret Service agents saw the barrel of a rifle peeking out of some bushes. Roth was in court today. As for the former president, he is okay, but there are a lot of questions on how the suspect got that close. Joining us to talk about it tonight, Dr. Dietrich von Biedenfeld from Houston Community College and the University of Houston downtown professor, Dr. David Branham. Dr. Branham, your thoughts about, here we are again.
We
Twice
are
in what, 2 months, right?
Yeah, and these things start to be an epidemic after a while, and this is very disturbing because they're saying that he was there for 12 hours. Right outside the fence there, and if he was there for 12 hours, no one saw him for 12 hours. And when they shot at him, he took off, and they had no way of identifying him except a citizen took a picture of his license plate. So this is very disturbing.
Now, when the Secret Service comes out, the interim director came out today saying everything was done as it should have been. Your thoughts about that? Do you say bull on that?
Well, I say bull when it comes to the overall picture. I think the people there did what they could do, and I think Donald Trump is saying that the people here are doing a great job. I don't think there's enough people, though. I think it's pretty clear that he's not getting enough protection. It's so many people are having access to him. You're talking about this fence. We've seen pictures of Donald Trump playing golf that weren't inside the fence. They were from the outside. That means that that camera could be a picture. Yeah. And so this is very disturbing, and they need to step this up because this is making the executive branch look bad.
Now, what we heard in the congressional hearings, Dr. von Biedenfeld, in the past was head of the Secret Service or various heads of the Secret Service would refuse to admit, we need more. We need your help. We don't have the assets on the ground we need, especially to protect someone like former President Donald Trump, because we're talking about, a lot of extra involved with pushing buttons with people. So, I mean, what is it about the Secret Service where they're afraid to ask? And should Congress already know to give them the assets they need to protect these former presidents, not just former President Trump, there are others out there, Obama, Bush.
We have the most living presidents right now experiencing the need for Secret Service, and their mandate doesn't just include former presidents. They include first families, they include various top diplomats. So the mandate has been spread thin. As you've had guests on your show who are former agents, they will tell you that they need more. But the political aspect is, I can't ask you for help because I'm supposed to be a strong swimmer. So I can't ask for a life vest. I can't say, please throw me a life preserver because I'm a strong swimmer. And so these political appointees, these individuals who may not actually be experiencing the challenges, are going to be the challenge. This goes back to Simon Sinek, start with the why. This goes back to leadership challenges, allowing perfection to be the enemy of the good, yada, yada, yada. All of these challenges exist because we've allowed politics to pervade our persistence on excellence. And so at the end of the day, all of this is embarrassing. You've got time for Homeland Security to arrest Diddy, but you don't have time for them to protect a former president. You've got time for the IRS to arrest Wesley Snipes, but you don't have time for them to investigate Harvey Weinstein for his various So you've got this disparity, and it's ridiculous, and it's a congressional failure. So I'll disagree with Dr. Branham on this in the sense that it's not an Article 2 issue, it's an Article 1 issue. They need to recognize that the funding doesn't match the need. They need to recognize that the funding allocation needs to include certain connectivity. And after 9/11 with Homeland Security, the reason Homeland Security exists is to increase that interconnectivity, and it's obviously not working if somebody can get in the bushes with an AR-15.
And really quick, Dr. Branham, before we wrap up, what do you think needs to be done? Obviously, this is embarrassing with the last news. He's alive, but still there have been a lot of failures. What do you think needs to be done last 20 seconds we have here?
What needs to be done is, regardless if it comes from Congress or not, you can't tell me the federal government doesn't have the money.
Right.
They have the money. It's right there. So take care of business. That's what needs to be done. If you need more men or you need more women, they're Secret Service agents, get them out there. And you know, you can do this. You know, you could do it with the military if you don't have Secret Service agents now, or some other source.
All right, thank you both for joining us tonight. Still ahead here on The Factor, the dangers of laughing gas. Yes, we're talking about the drug that's available at the dentist and now online in fruity flavors. Some people are abusing it. We talk about it next. Young people abusing it.